Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Thursday, March 5, 2026. Making the headlines tonight, Senator Dennison pushes back on alleged private gain breach. BDF commander considers real threat of Mexican cartel violence spill over. And street figure fatally shot in broad daylight in Belize City, while a teen is murdered. Punta Gorda shooting that left another teen injured. Take a first break and return with the news in detail.
About Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 25% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. Don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. Love your Honda is all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February. Only at Benquip Equipment Parts Service.
At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience. With a wide range of customer service options, you save time and effort. You can easily call in to block or unblock your debit and Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English and Spanish. Simply dial 223-1212. This is a dedicated line for our contact center. Atlantic Bank is committed to providing you with exceptional service and the tools you need to manage your finances conveniently and securely. Take full advantage of our easy-to-use contact center services today.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Smart for everybody. Smart leading everything. Smart give you everything. Smart offer everything. Smart give you everything. North to the east and the south and the west. Smart are the best, darling. Double up my data and give me all the text. In fact, give me a plan for my family. Unlimited calls, so me like it. And Smart make everybody feel happy. Bringing people together, me want it now. Smart got love for everybody. Me want my Smart plan, want it right now. Me want my Smart plan, want it right now. More bundles, data plan. Me want my smartphone, internet in my hand. Call me want my Smart plan, want it right now. Smart, stay connected, stay happy.
At Habet and Abet and Brothers Abet, we've always proudly celebrated Women's Month. This year, we celebrate women keeping the balance at home, at work, and in their communities. That's why all March long, all women receive 15% off store-wide, from paints to plumbing and everything in between. Plus, 20 to 65% off lots more deals on sale and clearance. With trusted experience, top quality products, and service that's second to none, we're here to support women every step of the way. Visit or call us today. Happy Women's Month from all of us at Habet and Abet and Brothers Abet, doing our part to balance the scales.
The Belize Government Lotteries Limited, we work to develop social programs in Belize. And so we're already contributing to the NHI, providing funding for the expansion. And now our board of directors recently approved $2 million for improvement in sports. So today we handed over the first $1 million and by...
And the out. But this money will definitely go a long and the out. But this money will definitely go a long way, and I'm proud to be a part of this process. I'm proud to be a part of this government.
In a democracy, what is good for the government cannot be bad for the people. And what is good for the people cannot be bad for the government.
We came a long land.
We have worked so hard to make this happen for us.
This is a beautiful day, folks, because we are taking care of people who have taken care of us. Because we wouldn't be here today without you.
A Mandela notice. Our advertisers, sellers, and readers are advised that there will be no online Tuesday issue of the newspaper next week. There will only be the Friday issue, which will hit the streets on Friday, March 13. Happy National Heroes and Benefactors Day from the management and staff of Cremandala.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. Since a smear campaign started against National Trade Union Congress of Belize Senator Glenfield Dennison, featuring a legal bill for $183,000 for representation of former BTO workers in negotiations with the company, questions have surfaced about breach of regulations on private gain and conflict of interest. One news report highlights Dennison's possible contravention of the Judicial and Legal Service Commission regulations, which state that a judicial and legal officer must not engage in private legal work or any private business of a legal nature and privilege of their position for private gain. Dennison employed as a Crown Counsel in the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. BCWJ spokesperson Emily Turner told Crumb News XTV that Dennison always maintained he would not charge them for his representation or advice. Today, Dennison shared that the issue of legal fees was raised as a strategy, in part, to get BTL to disclose their own legal fees. He says he never intended to collect anything from BTL. Here's what he said in relation to the claims of breach of regulations.
As it relates to the question of my employment, I think that I know the public service regulations a little better than Channel 5, and so I don't think I don't feel that I would have done anything that is in breach of the Judicial and Legal Services regulation, and if the feeling is that I did, well, then we'll just have to test it, and I think it would be a good test case, because I am in fact constitutionally appointed as the senator for the Trade Union Congress, and rightfully so representing workers. So there would have to be a balance between the Constitution saying that the labor organizations can have a representative, and that said representative would not be able to
Dennison also said he is humbled by the outpour of support he has received since the smear campaign against him started.
What I feel is humbled. The truth of the matter is, when you're fighting for social justice, you're on the side of the small man, and I am humbled.
Just after midday today, 26-year-old Edward Scrubby Saldano was gunned down near the corner of Amara Avenue and Dean Street in Belize City. According to the initial investigation, Saldano was riding on a bicycle in the area when an armed man approached him and, after a scuffle, fired multiple shots at Saldano. We understand that he was hit to the head as many as 4 times. ASP Stacy Smith said police have since detained one individual for questioning.
Officers proceeded to that location where they observed several expended shells and some blood on the scene. The investigators proceeded to the Carl Hushner Memorial Hospital, where they learned that the victim in that shooting incident was Mr. Saldano. What the investigation has so far disclosed is that Mr. Saldano was walking on Dean Street when it is that he was accosted by a male person who is believed to have been known by him and a dispute arose, and the male person, and this was captured on police camera, was seen retrieving a firearm which he used to fire several shots, which resulted in the demise of Mr. Saldano. One male person has since been detained in the course of this ongoing investigation. No clear motive has been established as yet.
A shooting on Wednesday night in Belize's southernmost municipality has resulted in the death of a teenager and left another injured. The deceased has been identified as 17-year-old Jimmy Kus, while the surviving victim has been identified as 18-year-old Darwin Miraz. According to the initial investigation, the incident occurred just before 8 in the New Road area of Punta Gorda, Toledo. Kus and Miraz were reportedly walking along Cerro Road when an unknown armed male appeared and fired several shots in their direction. Kus was fatally hit, while Miraz sustained a gunshot injury to his leg. ASP Stacy Smith told the media earlier today that police are now seeking one individual for questioning.
What the ongoing investigation has disclosed so far is that Kus and Miraz were walking on New Road when they were accosted by a male person who fired several shots, resulted in the demise of Kus and the injury of Miraz. Police have since identified a person of interest in relation to this incident, and that individual is now being sought. An angle that is being pursued is this incident's connection with a recent murder incident that occurred in Punta Gorda town. However, as more information is learned, that proved to be a challenge.
The People's National Party, PNP, which is based in Punta Gorda, has since demanded urgent action from authorities following the spike in violent crime of late in PG. In a release, the PNP stated, quote, "In the last month alone, our community has been rocked by been regarded as one of the safest towns in the country, a sanctuary of peace that is now being threatened by a wave of unprecedented violence. This is unacceptable, and the PNP refuses to stand by as our community's safety is eroded," end quote. The reference to the individual unaccounted for is to 64-year-old Canadian national Alfred Pleo, who went missing in January. He had been living in Indianville for several months. Belize's security forces are weighing the possibility of cartel violence spilling over from Mexico. According to Belize Defense Force Commander, Brigadier General Anthony Velasquez, the threat is real. He says the BDF continues a multi-layered approach up north under Operation Northern Fortress. The BDF also leans heavily on intelligence gathering and ongoing collaboration with Mexican counterparts to detect and deter any cross-border criminals.
Just recently, we received vehicles and we received ATVs to bolster our presence and our patrols in the north. And also, there was a building donated at the Corazon Free Zone, which we'll be occupying in the next few days as well. So we are monitoring the situation. We have enough troops to deal with anything that pops up. And if anything big happens, we can reinforce the north with more soldiers. We just had an intake pass out. We're having a new intake coming in this month. So our numbers are increasing, and anything happens, we can bolster that northern area. Well, the threat is real. It's real because it's happening in Mexico. So the possibility is there. We have noticed over the past few years that there have been, and you have reported it on the news, that there have been certain cartel-linked violence in the northern part of Belize. That is why we have bolstered our numbers in the north. We have increased our intelligence operations in the north, and we are prepared to deal with anything that might happen in the north. Nothing has happened. We are vigilant, and so far there is no indication that there's any increase in any activity within Belize due to cartel activity in Mexico.
But what about getting a handle of the illegal trade in tobacco within the free zone, which is directly linked to cartels?
Well, Belize Defense Force is not law enforcement, right? So we do not deal with law enforcement. We support law enforcement. So if law enforcement decides to deal with anything that's considered illegal, then we are there to support. Like I mentioned, We'll occupy that building in the free zone, and we are there to support law enforcement in whatever they deem that operation they deem that we should do.
After the break, Belize not invited to Trump's Shield of the Americas summit on combating narco-terrorism. Stay with us.
Running a business in Belize and getting an international order? Shipping your products abroad is simple with the Belize Postal Service. To quickly confirm the order, you can fill out your customs declaration right from the comfort of your home. To access the declaration form online, please visit the following websites. Simply enter your item in the CDS web kiosk to instantly see the landed cost, duties, taxes, and fees. Postage rates can be checked on your rate sheets. Share the landed cost with your customer and finalize the sale in minutes. Once the sale is confirmed, the system generates your declaration identification number, your key to a smooth and fast drop-off. And if you don't have internet access, you can always visit any of our post offices for assistance. Bring your sealed package and declaration ID to any Belize Postal Service location. Our clerks will verify your items, seal your package, and prepare your declaration, quick and simple. It's fast, simple, reliable. The Belize Postal Service, connecting your business to the world.
Electricity is essential for everyday life, but behind every outlet, a lot is happening to bring you safe, reliable, and sustainable energy. Let's start at the beginning. Independent power producers across Belize generate electricity using a mix of renewable and non-renewable resources. Electricity travels across a network of high-voltage transmission lines capable of transmitting electricity across long distances.
Electricity in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Sea una persona ocupada o atrapada en el tráfico, o que tenga una circunstancia adversa o muy exigente, La tensión se acumula y lo estresa. El estrés ataca a todos en cualquier momento, a cualquier edad. El estrés es un asesino. Es mejor estar vivo que muerto, así que visite la farmacia de Freetown para obtener opciones.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué puedo hacer para usted hoy?
Estoy bien estresado.
Ok, tengo una pastilla que te va a ayudar, ¿ok? Que toma una de eso al día, para 10 días, y va a estar bien después, ¿eh?
Ok. Farmacia Freetown, carretera 28 Freetown, donde estás mejor vivo que muerto. Farmacia Freetown, teléfono 22 32 87 6.
Our Belize City is growing. These planned developments support safer communities and long-term sustainability, contributing to rising property values across the city. Under the town's Property Evaluation Act, property values are required to be reviewed every 5 years. The last valuation adjustment was done in 5 years. The last valuation adjustment was done in 2013, which works out to $2,500. Under the new assessment, the property's value has appreciated by 18%, making the property now worth $29,500. Therefore, the new amount to be paid will be 10% of $29,500, which works out to $2,950. To support property owners, your Belize City Council is encouraging residents to take advantage of the ongoing property tax prepayment incentives. Property owners receive 15% off in January, 10% off in February, and 5% in March. And senior citizens receive a 35% discount year-round. Remember, this adjustment represents an appreciation in your property's worth, not a change in tax rates, ensuring continued investment in your city while providing valuable data for informing investors, municipal bondholders, and individual credit assessments. And we want residents to know the law provides a clear mechanism for review.
Parents, because now they don't have to pay for my tuition, so they can use that on other expenses for the house or for me personally, and they don't have to pay for my electronics either because I'm given one. My major is one of the most expensive ones that they have here at Sacred Heart. It makes me feel a lot more comfortable that it's completely covered and my parents don't have to worry about it.
I can see that it has benefited especially parents who have more than one children at school, because they are no longer worrying about where the money will come, for them to pay the tuition for their kids. We have a lot of parents who are single parents, and for them especially, this has been a great blessing.
I have 3 other siblings, and the financial burden is really great. And so with me having a free education, they could focus more on my brothers and 2 other sisters' education and not worry on my financial needs. They could focus more on them and not have to worry about me.
Years gone by, not anybody could have afforded Sacred Heart College. And now with this in place, it surely have impacted a lot of our families. Now we are really out of space for students because now everybody, they want to come to Sacred Heart College because of this program that we have in place.
Press Secretary Carolyn Levitt. Among the matters to be discussed is criminal narco-terrorist gangs and cartels. We note that last week's sidebar that Prime Minister John Briceño had with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, the PM says, he emphasized the need for more assistance to Belize's shared border with Mexico. On Wednesday evening, he confirmed to XTV that Belize has not been invited to Trump's Shield of the Americas summit. Observers have noted that attendees are primarily from allied nations.
I would also add that this weekend, I'm pleased to announce the President will welcome the heads of state from 12 nations across our Western Hemisphere in Miami, Florida on Saturday. The point of this newfound Latin America summit is to promote freedom, security, and prosperity in our region. The following countries will be in attendance: Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, Costa Rica, the Dominican Republic, Ecuador, El Salvador, Honduras, Panama, Paraguay, Trinidad and Tobago, and maybe some some others as well. And the president will be speaking with the leaders of this country who have really formed a historic coalition to work together to address criminal narco-terrorist gangs and cartels and counter illegal and mass migration.
On Wednesday, we reported that the family of Akeem Jones from Cotton Tree, Cayo, had complained that he was shot by police. His sister told the media that police visited his house while seeking another brother and, according to her, police shot Jones in the arm in frustration. She said the officer who shot him then begged him not to make a report. The family also claimed that Jones was detained and charged with assaulting an officer. Today, ASP Stacy Smith said that Jones did not file a police report and refused to do so. She said the Professional Standards Branch is awaiting his report but has started the investigation of the incident. She also clarified that he was charged with disorderly conduct.
What I can say is that I've been advised that the Professional Standards Branch, having learned of this incident, visited Mr. Jones yesterday with a view to ascertaining what exactly happened. Mr. Jones made certain statements and certain comments, and he was further advised that when he is ready to give a report, the office of the Professional Standards Branch remains open to him for that purpose. Notwithstanding that Mr. Jones had not given a formal report, the officers of the Professional Standards Branch has commenced their investigation in relation to the allegations that we know that are in the media.
Has he been charged for assaulting an officer?
I believe the charge that he has gotten, and he's already gone before the court, is disorderly conduct. What I will say is that Mr. Jones was not the only person that was charged in this incident. Another person who I believe was his brother was also charged, and police are also seeking a third individual as an incident. The incident that unfolded prompted police's review of a police surveillance camera, and based on that, the charges that are brought against Mr. Jones are such. Professional Standards Branch visited Mr. Jones and they sought to record a statement from him in relation to the allegations. The officers were not able to do so because of comments made by Mr. Jones. He was not interested in doing so, as I've been advised. However, it was made very clear to him that the office remains available for that purpose. When an report is made by Mr. Jones, actions will be taken depending on the outcome of the investigation.
In the past year, between 20 and 30 members of the Belize Defense Force have been discharged in disgrace. According to Brigadier General Anthony Velasquez, dismissals typically stem from serious...
We understand that part of their discharge has to do with alcohol abuse. How true is this?
Well, being discharged with disgrace encompasses many different charges, different actions that they committed.
He explained that a temporary crossing will be constructed next to Sandcast Plaza with traffic flowing south to north, connecting to the Philip Golson Highway. The temporary bridge is expected to be completed by July of 2026, with the construction of the new bridge to start in November of this year and scheduled to be completed by November of 2028. Moody also revealed that the original design by the ministry will be used for the new bridge and not the design unveiled by the City Council back in October.
The idea is that we want to see if we could also build the temporary crossing to go across from Evergreen Street, which is behind BWS, and then that will carry traffic from south side to north side, making a landing just behind Sayview, and then entering into the Philip Golson Highway from there. Next slide. The typical cross-section for the Belcan is also approximately 19 meters, whereby that would be able to carry 2 lanes of traffic with a section for pedestrians and also bicycle. So that's also a typical section of the type of structure that will be constructed for Belcan. However, this one, as you can see, it's using concrete girders rather than steel girders because we have sufficient clearance for Belcan. Next. This is just basically a plan view of the structure, showing that the Belcan Bridge is approximately 92 meters in span. It's almost twice the span of Swing Bridge. And so it's a little bit longer in terms of its length. And so we have three spans for that structure, while Swing Bridge only has 2.
After the break, existing city bridges to get added maintenance ahead of upcoming closures. Stay tuned.
Hello, I am Dr. Rosado, a pediatrician, and today I want to talk to parents about rotavirus and how we can protect our children. Rotavirus is a virus that causes severe water, diarrhea, and vomiting. This can lead to severe dehydration and may require hospitalization if not treated promptly. The good news is that diarrhea caused by rotavirus is preventable by vaccines. The vaccine is safe, effective, and available at all nearest health centers. It is given in drops orally at 2, 4, and 6 months of age. Protect your child against severe diarrhea. Visit your nearest clinic today.
Smart for everybody. Smart leading everything. Smart give you everything. Smart offer everything. Smart give you everything. North to the east and the south and the west. Smart are the best. Darling, double up my data and give me all the text. In fact, give me a plan for my family. Unlimited calls, so me like it. And Smart make everybody feel happy. Bringing people together, me want it now. Smart got love for everybody. Me want my Smart plan.
Al cliente. Ahorras tiempo y esfuerzo. Puedes llamar fácilmente para bloquear o desbloquear tus tarjetas de débito y crédito, realizar consultas de cuentas y acceder a información detallada de tus tarjetas. Ya sea que necesites asistencia con la banca en línea, apoyo para comercios o consultas generales, nuestro equipo está listo para ayudarte. Para mayor comodidad, si todos los operadores están ocupados, puedes dejar tu número y un operador te devolverá la llamada lo antes posible para asegurarse de que recibas el apoyo que necesitas. Para mayor seguridad, es posible que necesitemos verificar tu identidad con un conjunto de preguntas sencillas. Recuerda, Atlantic Bank nunca solicitará tu nombre de tu usuario ni contraseña de Atlantic Online por llamada telefónica, mensaje de texto o correo electrónico, asegurando que tu información personal permanezca segura y protegida. Nuestro equipo de apoyo está disponible de lunes a viernes, de 8 a.m. a 6 p.m., en inglés y en español. Simplemente marca al 223-1212. Esta es la línea dedicada para nuestro centro de contacto. Atlantic Bank se compromete a brindarte un servicio excepcional y las herramientas que necesitas para administrar tus finanzas de manera conveniente y segura. Aprovecha al máximo nuestro servicio del centro de contacto.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
February is all about Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 25% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. Don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. Love your Honda. It's all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February. Only at Benquip Equipment Parts Service.
Having my own home, my own home, and that's mine for my kids. I know I love devotion and stuff like that. I like the plant, right? So now I can come up, relax myself, enjoy myself, away from the city, no noise, you know what I mean? A heartfelt thank you for having me here today, not only for receiving my brand new home, but also to be a proud first-time homeowner under the MIDH in Harmonyville.
She's very lucky and very blessed to have a home right now in Harmonyville. A lot of people want homes right now. A lot of people applying, and we know the list long. So congrats to her. Man, we're very excited. We've been dialoguing with the minister and MIDH for quite some time now in regards not just to housing, but roads and infrastructure. And they've been very cooperative so far. So hats off to the minister and the teams involved.
This is a community developed by Big Air in the past. I don't know if you've heard of that. We are trying our best to be able to cooperate with them to be able to make sure that the community flourishes. Now that the house is here, you will realize that you have to have roads and everything to get here. So we are in communication with them.
Mandela notice. Our advertisers, sellers, and readers are advised that there will be no online Tuesday issue of the newspaper next week. There will only be the Friday issue, which will hit the streets on Friday, March 13. Happy National Heroes and Benefactors Day from the management and staff of Cremandala.
Periodic maintenance on that bridge structure as well for the superstructure. At this point in time, we are also doing works on the approach to Chetomal Street Bridge. We are also implementing works, or we will be implementing work, to help alleviate traffic movement. The mayor has asked with respect to Johnson Street. So the MIDH will be looking at Johnson Street and also a couple other streets that we can improve while working in the city. My commitment to the mayor is that whatever we can do within these three projects, we will try and do so to ensure that we minimize inconveniences to the city and its residents as best as we can. And that's the commitment that we have made with the City Council as MIDH. So whatever we need to do, we will try our best to do those stuff to make sure that we minimize the inconvenience as best as we can throughout the implementation of the project over the next year.
A concern expressed during Tuesday night's town hall meeting held at the Belize City Center was the free movement of emergency vehicles during periods of construction. With the expectation that there will be more traffic delays, Mayor of Belize City, Bernard Wagner, said that emergency routes have been identified. Deputy Mayor of Belize City, Alud Miller, said that there will be an education campaign to remind motorists to yield to emergency vehicles.
I think within our plan, we have identified emergency routes right within the scope of our plan, and we'll continue to refine it and retool it where possible. Again, I want to indulge you all in that this is a journey that we go on, and the journey that only the City Council or MIDH taking this journey, that the residents take this journey with you, with us as well. And so we have to learn from each other. We have to hold each other's hands. We will continue to really listen to the people, and we'll take in all your suggestions, and we'll get back to you all in how we address your concerns.
One of the things that we could do to address that specific concern is to integrate in our traffic campaign that we'll put out, not through social media. And so for us to integrate in that campaign, reminding our residents of the importance of giving priority, right, and giving consideration to the emergency services. I have seen where drivers navigating the city give no kind of priority or consideration to these forces when coming through, whether the police, the fire truck, the ambulance. And so I think integrated in our campaign, we could remind residents of the importance of doing that, no? And that being a part of their responsibility when navigating our streets.
In sporting news, Belize's national karate men's and women's teams are in Managua, Nicaragua, competing in the 2026 Central American Karate Championships. During competition on Wednesday, Belize's Xavier Vives won the silver medal in the under-12 40-kilogram Kamate competition. After his win, Vives said, quote, "I feel good," end quote.
I feel good. I already win a second place. And today in my kind only kata me hard, but committed me kinda hard, but just two of them are like equally hard, but committed me just fun because I end up winning second place. I'm not gonna come in first, but I'm not coming first, I'm coming second. Still good guy, I still need to be done.
And the Belmopan Trojans are one of the new teams participating in the NEBL this season. Despite that, the team has secured a 1-1 record, having beat the expansion Corozal Spartans during opening weekend, winning 80-74. The team also faced the San Pedro Tiger Sharks last weekend and battled through 3 quarters before the Sharks.
Ryan Hudson, and we have some local guys, Ryan Hudson. And we have some local guys here like Gerald Bird Velasquez, Chucky McKenzie, Lisani Lambe. These guys are known basketball players and local guys in Belmopan. We also have some outside guys like Yamba Areola. And these are guys that are proven in the basketball circuit here in Belize. We also have Greg Fisher, who's an excellent basketball player. Last night we had workout, and the workout was intense. We fixed our mistakes from the previous games, and we know what we can do to get wins. We have a good team, and we know that this team here is a championship team. We know this team can compete with anybody. The first game against Corozal was just a demonstration of what we can do. Last week, it was a slip-up. We made our mistakes. Against defenders, we will show that we can be a formidable basketball team.
The team is being led by Gerald Velasquez, who is averaging 20.5 points per game and 7.5 rebounds per game. Kingsley Waboso has emerged as another star on the team, averaging 9.5 points per game.
Even personally for me, it's just getting used to the league, you know. And I think obviously with the next couple of games, you'll see what type of team we are, you know. So I'm very positive about the future.
What was the experience in the last game, which I believe was your first game, with the home crowd and everything? I mean, unfortunately, it wasn't a win, but there were positives to take from that as well.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was the first time we had a full squad together, you know, and I think, you know, the Belizean people, they're very demanding. They, especially around here, they want results, which is, you know, it's fair, you know, and they want, they're not afraid to tell you what's on their mind, which is you know, it brings a good sort of pressure, you know, it makes you feel wanted. So for me, it's, personally, I think, you know, there was stuff I could have done a lot better, which, you know, I'll rectify the next game. So I ain't got no concerns. I feel like, you know, the next game against the defenders is a really winnable game, you know. So we're gonna go out there and, you know, we're gonna do the job.
Okay, any message for the fans to encourage them to come out?
Friday, next game against the defenders. We're going for a win. We're going to make a statement. We need as much support as we can get, and we don't want to go 1-2. So let's see who wants it more, and I think it's going to be us. So let's tune in, come watch, find out.
And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. The repeat can be viewed on this station later tonight at 9 and again tomorrow at midday. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of the news. And remember, you can always catch up with the day's top stories on our YouTube channel and Facebook page under XTV Belize. And you can watch the evening news live on our XTV BHNI app. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable evening.